welcome back to my kitchen and right now on my stove. So I added a little feta cheese to that kale salad I was talking about before that we're going to have with this dinner, and I'm about to cook the shrimp. So coming up to cook the shrimp, I remembered something that my grandmother on my dad's side used to say all the time. She said, anything's going to taste good in your kitchen as long as you have butter and garlic or butter and onions. That's my French grandmother who used to say that. Si tu as de l'ail et du persil, et tu as de l'ail, de l'oignon et du beurre, tout sera très bon. So how am I cooking my shrimp tonight? In butter. Let's say yay to butter. So butter and garlic after my grandmother Josephine, right? So I just put some butter melted up really fast, put it in here, and we're just going to saute the butter just a little, saute that butter and garlic just a little bit. So I'm already tasting that flavor. Oh yeah, I'm already tasting that. Here it is, coming in like that. And then I'm going to throw the shrimp in and sear the shrimp really fast, not overcook them. And I'm leaving the tails on because the tails add a little bit of that flavor to oh, this is smelling so delicious. I'm already smelling it. So we're gonna have, so my shrimp, they're frozen shrimp because we had last minute people show up, guests show up. There's 8 of us. So I went to the market, got some delicious frozen shrimp, and we're gonna put it in here, leaving the tails on. And what I've been doing though is that I soak the shrimp in water to defrost them really fast. And then when I took the water out, I put a little bit of some herbs, an assortment of spices on them. And I like to have some, a little bit of like spicy spices, but you can do anything you want, like Old Bay or paprika or, okay, here we go. So they've been soaking in the water, took the water out, put a little bit of spices on them. And now this garlic, it's smelling delicious with the butter. Avec le beurre et l'ail. There it is. You can smell that. Boom. Now we're going to add the shrimp. And it's that easy. This is a quick 10-minute recipe. Like to say, the pasta's been cooking. The pasta's been cooking and it's already drained. The shrimp's here. That shrimp, look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that. And now I need a bigger fryer for these, so I'm going to put them on the bigger flame over here. Voila. On this side. I'm just going to let them just sear and cook for a little bit. C'est bon? Oui? Okay, that butter is already smelling really good. So you don't need to add any salt to this because the shrimp's already naturally salted. And leaving the tails on the shrimp adds a little bit of salt to the sauce. So the pasta, then what I'll do once this is ready, I'm going to add the pasta that's already been cooking. And the water's been already drained out of it. I'm going to add the pasta right here to the shrimp in here. And then a little bit of parsley on the top. And there you're going to have it. It's going to be a shrimp, des crevettes au beurre et à l'ail avec des pâtes. Et c'est tout. So I had to put this big, beautiful pan on a bigger burner because it wasn't evenly cooking. And the shrimp is starting to cook now. The flavor is coming into my butter and my garlic. And so now I'm going to add a little bottle of capers to that. Super easy, a little bottle of capers, and let that cook in with the sauce. First I let the butter, the garlic, and the shrimp seep in. And now I'm adding the capers. And with that we're going to add a little sprig of lemon, fresh lemon. And after that I'll add some lemon zest. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have some wine in there. Right, so I'm going to use my rosé from my glass. Rosé de Provence, toujours meilleur. Voila, ça va bien cuire. Yum, right from my glass. Ah, that's smelling really good. The lemon and the rosé and the capers have added those little flavors. And now I just gotta let them cook up. A little bit more lemon. Voila, c'est bon. So I'm gonna take my shrimp out for a little bit. Voila. Regardez, joli. Let the sauce cook down, then put them back in and mix my pasta in. And voila. Okay, so I'm putting the shrimp back in now that I've reduced the sauce down. I add a little bit of wine to the sauce, And my specialty is I add a little bit of heavy cream. That's très français, de la crème avec le poisson. So it's very French. Add some cream there because what happened is I've tried to save my dish here. And you can save your dish sometimes. I added too much lemon. So it was a little bit too citrusy. So to remove that, I added some white wine or some rosé, one of both, and a little bit of cream. And that kind of made the flavor a little bit softer because it was just too citrusy. So sometimes you can save your dish, you can save your dinner, you can save your recipe by changing it. And remember is that many times the mistakes you make become the best recipes. And I've seen that. That's the story of the tarte tatin. The tarte tatin was supposed to be a very nice sugary pie. And the chef ended up having it turned over with too much butter in it. It became a huge success. So many times you're in the kitchen, something goes wrong, like it just went wrong with here, had too much lemon in it. You fix it, you add it, and it's the best memorable recipe. And here's to the joy of imperfection. Right? Because we're going to celebrate our imperfections because this came out delicious tonight because at first I added something new to it and it's going to be great. Imperfect, but delicious. Voila. Bon appétit. My aunt and uncle used to own a wonderful restaurant that was called Le Pas de l'Ail, which means Le Pas de l'Ail is a patois, and the patois in France is a mixture of Italian, French, Southern French, and it was a kind of a language that's being lost now. But they had a restaurant called Le Pas de l'Ail, which means the path of the donkey. Or the ass's pass of the donkey, and how they used to make their shrimp is they used to put the whole shrimp just like this with the butter and the wine and the capers and the lemon, and they put in a cast iron skittle inside the fireplace. They had a huge fireplace, but it's probably the size of this kitchen, and they let the shrimp there just grill and grill and grill. They did keep the shells on it though. And the shrimp got really, really grilled inside that fire, and they'd take it out and they'd serve it to you like that with fresh baguette, and it was delicious. Now, I don't have that fireplace where I do that right now.